Hey, so I've been vlogging for about a year now. I figure I show you the process that I go through step by step on how I edit my vlogs. First things first, as you can see, I'm very organized for the most part. When I shoot vlogs, I primarily shoot scenes. I'm free for all. I don't do any planning for the most part. Like, I'm really organic, ain't nothing scripted. I might think like, you know what, let me take my camera, or I always have my cell phone on me, so whatever moment I feel is best, I shoot it. Even if it's not the best moment, I still shoot it, because at the end of the day, I have the power to dictate whether I'm gonna use the footage or not, keep it in the stash or share it. And usually I organize them accordingly to a day. Like, for example, this vlog is gonna be me moving, and I got them there. Everything's organized for the most part. And another thing I want to tell you guys too is I shoot a lot on my iPhone X, a lot of vlog footage, and I would highly recommend, and this is not a promo plug or anything like that, but I would highly recommend investing in something like Amazon Prime Photos, because it makes life so much easier. It shares it to the cloud. It's like, I think I paid $12 a year for a whole terabyte, and with this, look, it like organizes all my video, and when I'm ready to go through the months, I could just hit that and download, which I already did. So I got all my cell phone footage here, my GH4 footage, I got it all right here. So let's get into the editing. You guys just drag and drop my footage in here. This place made me a man. So this is where we picked up from the last one. And honestly, like, I script everything as I go. Like, these dates keep me organized for the most part, but I can mix and match. You could let loose, you could do whatever you want. At the end of the day, with vlogging, we're telling a story. You don't want to be dry, you don't want to be boring. I use this like a house. Like, you gotta have a great foundation. So the foundation is laying out everything you have. It's always bittersweet. I don't like any wins, because I'm actually winded, actually, low-key. Chop these and get straight into it. It's always bittersweet. Fast cuts, you want to keep people's attention fast, or you want to be able to hold people's attention. And all these unnecessary pauses, they can get when you move, because I've been living, because I'm just blading these out. In my old trap, shouts out to England Run, for about 2 years. So I'm still chopping it up. I eliminated a lot of the scenes, as you can see. Chopped that down to like a minute something. Got a new crib. And what I like to do, if you're working on the Mac especially, I right click and I do orange. Just telling me, I like putting these little tags there saying, you know what, you're done with that. Usually any bonus scenes I keep up top, keep that. Usually I'll just hit V and keep it disappear. I like just having it there. What up, everybody? I chopped down everything to about 9 minutes. So I'm happy with the edit I have so far. I trimmed clips, and you might be able to see some of these purple things. These are markers, and you actually press M on your keyboard to place a marker anywhere. So I might want to add some, I think for this, I'm adding overlays of pictures from me from Lowe's, when I used to work at Lowe's, Best Buy, some clips, just friendly reminders, But I have everything. My house, my foundation is set. The next step I do is I clean up all the vocals. So how I do that, it's a simple process. I come over here and I go under all, voiceover enhancement. Now all these scenes either came from my GH4 with my Rode Video Micro, or iPhone X. I highlight it. I usually boost the volume up to like maybe 3. Noise removal, I usually do maybe 40. Let me hear.
Is officially moving day.
Oh yeah, that's crispy. And then I come over here, voice enhancement. I do smooth, male.
Today is officially moving day.
And this is my standard for vocals because I'm probably gonna add background music, but that's the last thing. That's the last detail I do. That's the icing on the cake for me. So now that I have that, I copy, and every scene that I have with the orange hat right here, I just come up top, paste effects, boom. Make sure all my vocals is right.
Talk to someone else.
Boom. And we can apply it to all these actually. Paste effects. Because these were, I know off top, these were all shot with my GH4. Now, next step is color correct. So I don't color correct each individual scene. I used to when I first started last year in September vlogging, until I found the beauty in adding an adjustment layer. And I have a tutorial on this channel. Click the card above, or I'll put a link in the description on how to do it, or you can learn right now because I'm gonna teach you. So you come over here, go to titles. Now you're gonna have to install this. It doesn't come with Final Cut, but this is an adjustment layer. Now the first few scenes, I know I'm outside, so I just drag along to the duration of being outside. And I know obviously I'm inside here. Alright, so let's zoom in. So I drag that into the timeline. I come over here and I hit Command 6 on my keyboard and it pops up. And I'm working, you see it's highlighted, the adjustment layer is highlighted. And I'm gonna drop this down. Get my color popping a bit. I'm happy with my highs. I'm gonna desaturate it a little bit. Get a cool feel. Look at my face ass. Boost that. Let me see. Oh yeah, see that? And look, boom. And it's all an adjustment layer, so I don't have to do each individual clip. It saves hassle and it keeps everything more organized in my opinion, especially doing long ass vlogs like this. So use an adjustment layer, I'm telling you. Before, after. I like the way that looks. Now me, I also like adding color curves to get a little fade going on. Like a little boost of fade, boozy badass. And I do that. Get my little S curve popping. Just keeping it light, minimal. I don't like doing too much with the edit. I like eyeballing it. Let me see what we got going on. Yep, I'm pretty much white balance. I like the way that looks. And go back to the color board. Might boost the saturation down a tad. Come to my waveform. I'm looking good. Everything looking good.
Flip pad set up. Found out. I
don't know. I graded everything. I got adjustment layers on everything, and I'm happy with the way it looks. So the next step I do after that, I just get into the details. Now I have, let me see, I have a layout already with my stinger, and let's add the stinger there. That's the intro. And I think I have, where's it at? Alright, so that's only flicking right there, number 10. And then I have these transition, like looking like paint. I got a tutorial on how to do that on my channel as well. I hope I remember to put that in the link. I like structuring everything. And this is something I came from a vlog. I like putting like a beginning title. So let me see. Boom. And insert text before a scene happens. So this one's gonna be called Moving Day. This one. So after that, I'm gonna put like the real Will Smith scene, and then this one's gonna say new crib, who this?
Let's go inside for a little tour.
Let me show you guys how I add images, because some of you might not know how to add images and scale them down. So if I'm talking about a specific subject, like right now I'm talking about scratch and sniff and I smell like cheese, so I got some scratch and sniff stickers, PNG stickers. I downloaded them off Google search, and you get a PNG like this, okay? And what you do is you literally, this is how I do it. I move my screen over here, grab it, and I move it onto the timeline. I do everything like this. Videos, that, you name it. So obviously it's too big, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here to transform. We're gonna scale down, and you can either move it using this up here, and you can adjust accordingly to your mouse. That's one way. Me personally, I like to come over here to the transform button, and it lets you move it around, and voila, you have images that can correspond with your video while you talk about a certain subject. Let's say you wanted to add movement. Here's a secret. Let's say you wanted to add movement to whatever you're bringing up. So, and you come over to movements down here, and I add slide, and you add that to the image. Now, if you play back,
Sniff, y'all would be very mad right now.
you see, I don't like that end part, so I always clip off the end part, and we have this right
Sniff,
here.
y'all would be very mad right now.
So you see that actually looks pretty good.
Sniff, y'all would be very mad right now.
But let's say I want to be quicker, so I come over here and drag this all the way down. Watch this.
Sniff, y'all would be very mad right now.
That's perfect.
They smell like cheese.
So when I say they smell like cheese, I know, disgusting, right? Bring the slide again, boom over, delete the excess.
They smell like cheese.
So it adds some type of a little movement, a subtle movement, and it makes it look a lot more smoother, in my opinion. Another thing I want to show too is when you're adding music. Now everything you download can either be in the download folder, or if you get it, if it automatically saves to your iTunes the same way. So let's say I want to put this beat in there. Blunt, that's not very appropriate. Alright, I like this beat. Coupe. Let's say I want to add this to a certain scene. Let's say I want to add it to this scene because I don't have no music. I literally drag and drop. I'm a drag and drop kind of guy. Click right here and come up here, and I'll lower the vocals, like I said, to like maybe -20.
My man slacking on the job.
I might raise that up, and then I chop accordingly. Hit the blade tool, cut, delete, and I'll fade this out. And then next to the next scene. And you know, I found some old clips when I was talking about when I used to work at Best Buy in like 2011. Just to enhance the story. That's all a vlog is a story. I can't preach that enough. I actually recorded a vocal because I'm narrating this part right here, where I'm actually performing. I'm actually doing my presentation, and I actually recorded the vocals using my snowball mic. And I use ScreenFlow. That's how I do my tutorials, and that's how I actually record my vocals. So it comes out as a video. However, I then extract it, and I go here. So it's a video, but I click right, and I detach the audio because I only want the audio. I delete the video.
Now that was time.
I'm gonna hit V.
Ready to. Now that I was all warmed up, I was.
Chopped down to perfection. I'm about to save it. Hope you guys enjoyed this process. It is a long process, as you can see. 8 hours is the minimum for me with these vlogs. It varies, but I'm very passionate about telling my story and doing it in a unique way. Use these tips to help guide you to find your own way, or if you want to copy and paste my formula, so be it. And if you learn anything from this and it helped you out, please smash that like button for me right now. And if you want to see more tutorials like this in the future, as well as vlogs, unboxings, reviews, and video business strategies, hit subscribe so you never miss a video. I have tons of great new content releasing. And as always, don't forget to ignite. See ya.